Hey everybody, how's it going? Got a short video here. Everything is on sale. Anything you've looked at a year ago is generally a little bit cheaper, so now's a great buying opportunity. For instance, I picked up 2 of these. Got these from Paladin Cards. They're cases of Fusion. So I always say open things. So I'm going to open them. I'll just open one. Gotta be careful to open these, like I've told you in the past, so you don't cut into the boxes. See? And I always suggest taking a piece of cardboard and cutting it down to size and putting it over the booster boxes, so when you cut into it you're going to hit the cardboard right here. Oh, I dropped it right here, so you hit the cardboard and not the booster boxes. So I always recommend doing that. For those of you that have been around and watched my videos in the past, this is a repeat story, but for new people, so there's 6 to a case. Cost me $1,000 for 12 boxes, which is 2 cases. 2 cases, 12 boxes. $1,000 for 2 cases, which is 12 boxes. So the math is $83 a box. That's a great price. And you know, if you've been paying attention to the news, there's this thing called inflation. And inflation has been making everything go up, right? Pokemon is still an awesome investment, an awesome deal, as long as people keep buying it. And like the new game that just came out, my daughter's playing it. She says it's the funnest game she's ever played. You know, and she's played it like probably like 80 to 100 hours. So Pokemon is going to stay around for a long, long time. And as you know, there's 4 reasons why Pokemon is the #1 franchise in the world. #1 franchise in the world. I will say it again. Here are the 4 reasons. I've said this many, many times. They have video game, card game, toys, and they have cartoons and movies. And this stuff is like everywhere. It's not like some, you know, like if you want to buy some Halo toys, well, Halo's not a good example. Some anime like how about Shield Hero? You ain't gonna find Shield Hero at like Walmart. You have to go to a specialty store to buy their toys, okay? For an example. Or like Sword Art Online, which I think there's a video game of that. There's a card game of that, toys and cartoons. That's why Pokemon beats the competition, because they're just so, it's just mainstream. It's everywhere. Anyway, those are 4 reasons. So anyway, I got off track telling you that. So back to what I was saying, okay? I'm going to say this again because it's so important. Inflation, right? I paid $83 a box. Guess how much this cost me 20 years ago? Yeah, it's actually more. It's like $85 a box, okay? First edition, not first edition, unlimited base was that much per booster box. So in 20 years, basically, it hasn't even gone up. I'll let that sink in. You know, last year, the year before, you know, you were paying up to $150 for a booster box right when it came out because the demand was so high and people were willing to pay that. So that was the price. But now the price has come down. So buy while the stuff is cheap. That's my advice. Take it or leave it. I also bought a couple of these. This is Dragon Ball Super Vermillion Bloodline. These are the 2nd edition. The 2nd edition, down right here, I think they have something called like RP or something. Right by that, my finger is pretty fat, like right here. See, this is not a 2nd edition card, but right here they'll have a little thing that says RP or RN or something like that. I think it's RP for reprint. That's the only way you can tell whether these cards are 2nd edition or not. So anyway, I bought 2 boxes of this because this stuff's expensive in the first edition. And look what I paid for it for Dragon Ball Super. $55 a box. Because like I told you at the beginning of this video, everything is cheaper right now. Everything is underpriced. Everything's on sale. Buy now. I bought a bunch. So I'm adding, you know, like I said, I bought this 2 more cases of Fusion. But, just letting you know, it's out there. Buy what you can. You'll be thanking me years from now when you bought it this cheap instead of waiting for it to go up. And let me tell you, it's hard buying something like, let me get this out as an example, right? How much is Dragons Exalted now? For a booster box of black and white Dragons Exalted, I think I paid maybe $500 for one of my boxes of Dragons Exalted. What is it now? $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000? So like, knowing that I spent only $500 for a box of this makes me not want to buy a new box at $4,000. Okay? It's psychological. So you want to buy this stuff as fast and as quickly as you can while it's as cheap as it can, because when it gets more expensive, you're not going to probably pick it up. I'm not saying all the time, but that's how I think. You know, because the stuff's so expensive, it makes me not buy it. It makes me buy cheaper stuff like this, you know? You know, if I don't have one of these, then maybe I would spend $4,000 on one. But I'm not going to buy a couple of them. Anyway, have a good day. Talk to you guys later.